Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hints of Hisui podcast. This is episode number, I already forgot, 95.
95. Yeah.
95. I am your host, Maz, and I'm joined by Rankaruru here.
Hi.
It's been a while since I personally was on the podcast, like a month, I think.
Has it
Were
really?
you?
Wow.
Yeah, same. I think it's the same for you. Yeah. So I hope you guys liked last week's episode. I think there was some something happening. I don't know. I was watching B movie in reverse throughout the entire episode. Um, April Fool's passed, and Pokemon Champions released. That's gonna be our main topic for today. Uh, Mainly because it's somewhat not what people expected. So
I mean,
that yeah.
it's only two things to talk about as champions. There's a lot to cover with that.
Yeah.
One of the big things is that a lot of the game itself is going to change because all the megas have released with their new abilities,
Yeah.
and also just the game itself. Champions.
Well, yeah, it's a live service game. Let's take a step back and fill the people in on what Pokemon Champions is.
Yeah.
Pokemon Champions just released on Switch 1 and 2? Only 2? It listed released on Switch 2. Yeah, okay. On
Not
Switch
on mobile
consoles.
yet,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
And
so
it's
you
coming
can't
on
have your
mobile in a
iPad.
couple months, I think. And it's the official equivalent to Pokemon Showdown, except the Worlds and all the tournaments are going to be hosted there. And that's going to be like the official thing to play Pokemon on, right? So Pokemon Company can experiment with different gameplay styles, different things on the mainline games, and then port everything over to Champions after a while. So right now, Champions released with a bunch of Pokemon, like a selected 100 or something Pokemon, and Mega Evolution is the main gimmick of this season. And of course, it's a free game, it's a live service game, so the game is gonna be updated regularly, the game is gonna change, patch notes can be patches and stuff can be added to the game, and like every live service game, like think your League of Legends or whatever, your Pokemon Unite to stay in the Pokemon IP. So I think when people are scared that, oh my god, Protect now has fewer PPs, stall strategies are dead. I don't know. I think it's kind of catastrophe.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is that
Whatever you
a lot
say.
of changes are going to be like really self-contained
Yeah. Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
most part, so they can like kind of do whatever they want on the main lane.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Maybe, but I don't know if there's any proof there's actually going to be changes like that.
I don't think
Especially
they're
when,
gonna
like,
introduce like.
Updating Pokemon.
Yeah. I'm expecting like slight buffs or nerfs to Pokemon and moves and stuff like that. Because we saw
Maybe.
during Gen 8 that they cut a lot of the decks and a lot of the moves. So for example, if in Wind and Waves we don't have, I don't know, Store the Power, they can use it in Champions anyway, right? Speaking of using moves, and especially Pokemon that are not available elsewhere or available elsewhere not there, Home is compatible with Champions, of course, so that's gonna be like the main way people are gonna bring over their Pokemon they raised maybe in other games, I think. But also Champions itself has a way to get your Pokemon, obtain Pokemon, and I don't think there's a rental system. I think you can share codes with
Yeah, there's
friends.
a rental system.
Yeah, but
And
you have
can
to
like
have
copy
the
and paste
Pokemon.
codes.
Yeah, but you have to have the Pokemon in your boxes. It's like if
Yeah,
you
pretty
send
much
me
fine.
your deck list, I can do it IRL, but I have to have the cards, right? Something
Yeah.
like that.
It's like a weirdly convoluted version of Showdown, except it's
Exactly.
officially like supported.
Yeah, I think their line of thought here was using the live service thing to change the game through time, and so that people can come back. So I don't like megas. I'll come back to champions when Z moves are added back or G Max is added back.
Mm.
So you can like play the game, and it's not like you're playing a 10-year-old game or something like that. You can always sell champions, right? Sell in quotation marks because it's a free game, but you know there are in-app purchases like in every phone game under the sun, of course.
Yeah, it's like a battle pass, and there's like other freemium stuff, which is like kind of restrictive on purpose. Well, because they want people to stick with it, but it's still kind of weird, IMO.
Right. I think this game is going to affect some of the people that were playing on what is it called, Showdown, especially because it's faster. It's way faster than mainline games. Animations are faster, move animations are faster. I heard people talking about the UI being a little clunky, a little laggy, but it's Nintendo Switch on with a Pokemon game. You're really expecting something to work 100% of the way. But yeah, the battles being fast and stuff being snappy and responsive is like one of the main appeals of Showdown. Like, you can test your teams, and you can test your Pokemon. You can switch builds and whatnot on the fly. Especially in Champions, I saw that you can change your moves and EVs and stats and whatever abilities, like on the fly, spending an in-game currency. As you can tell, both of us are switchless at the moment, and
I mean, I've been playing with the format at the very least.
Yeah.
So I kind of know what's going on with that. And I can talk a lot about where the meta's going. Like, it's weird because a lot of items are missing too.
Yeah, that also is something that is clearly going to be addressed with the live service mechanic. Like, not a mechanic, it's like the game being live service, you know? Of course, items are gonna come in the next future. Of course, they're gonna give out items with the battle pass, with gifts. You can already redeem a I don't remember what Pokemon it is, like a Mega something with a code, and when you do, you receive a Mega Dragonite as well. So they are prone to giving away stuff like for free, which is kind of the goal if you want to let people playtest and try out teams and whatnot. Overall, I think the idea is good. They are doing a good job at giving the people like a product. I think people that are running into bugs, like heavy bugs, they're like a minority of the players, because I heard a lot more players like just playing the game. But yeah, the game comes with bugs. I think that's a feature
It comes to a lot of bugs.
for Pokemon games to this day. Encore is pretty bugged. Targeting, especially paired with Encore, so things that redirect targets like Lightning Rod, and I think Follow Me too, if it's in the game, are kinda bugged. So yeah. I don't
The
know how
game's kind of a
much.
mess right now.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
I don't know how much is gonna impact like tournament scene, but I think the first regional thing is next month, right?
Yeah, it's gonna have a really small dex as well. Like it's gonna be very like minimal in a way, because a lot of Mokoan are gonna be missing. Like a lot of megas are also not in the game yet.
Oh yeah, right.
So
Raichu is in the game, but it doesn't have either of his megas.
yeah,
The
like
funny thing
I
is
know
that
like some of the
they showed Mega Raichu X in one of the trailers.
yeah, a lot of Oros megas are also not in the game yet. So
Yeah,
they
Gen
haven't
3
really
and
touched
8
them.
are missing like the starter lines for the game. I
So
mean,
we don't have any like mega metagross to really mess
yeah.
people up yet.
Yeah. There are some low power mons, which I think is a fun choice. I'm not the number one fan of Simisear, Simisage, and Simipour. Uh, but you know, I'm happy to see them anywhere.
I'll just cut to the chase. I really like playing Mega Frostlass. That Pokemon's
Yeah,
really good right
you
now.
do. Yeah.
I really like the Snow Warning. No Miss Blizzard. It's very fast. Does a lot of damage. And enables a lot of new teams. It's really
Right.
good. I'll say the meta right now is like very weather heavy because
Yeah.
it's a low power format. So the best things going on are just stuff that just abuse weather.
Yeah.
You see a lot of rain, Basculation. You see Mega Charizard Y. But it's like Venusaur and all that stuff. And then Mega Frostlass is actually good. So you do see Aurora Veil bullshit as well.
Aurora Veil bullshit is such a name. Yeah, also the fact that a lot of items, a lot of very used items in the meta are missing, is bringing players to use berries, which is fun. Absolutely
Berries are
fun.
around.
Yeah.
Choice Scarf is in the game, but the other choice items are around.
Ah, okay.
Assault Vest is also not in the game.
Yeah, you were
And
talking about
it's
Mega
fun.
Frostlass, right? We got
Yeah.
abilities and things for the ZA Megas in a turn-based game
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
So yeah, what do you think
So-
about the new abilities they gave to the Megas?
A lot of them are really disappointing, not gonna lie. But some of the Pokemon have really good ones. Frostlass is one of the best ones, I think. Like, getting Snow Wording actually makes this like a completely different Pokemon.
Okay.
Like, it enables entire games, which is very interesting and fun. And then the rest of them kind of just do whatever. Because
Okay.
then you're competing with like Mega Gengar or Mega Charizard, right? And they're good. Those guys are always going to be good already. So like, it's like whatever.
I mean, would you see Charizard not being good anywhere? Of course they're gonna
I
make
mean,
it good.
Charizard Y mostly.
Yeah, because you were
it's
talking about the weather meta, right?
the
He has
frickin'
drought.
drought
Yeah.
things. And then the rest. So like, if you pick a Mega, then you have to pick the good one, or else you're just gonna lose over and over.
Yeah.
I haven't seen very much out of them. Mega Meganium, unfortunately, is weak to every good Mega, so I
No.
haven't seen any of that ever.
I mean,
Like-
isn't Grass and Fairy a good typing?
It's a great typing. Like, it's fine. And it actually gets a lot of stuff, but it's slow. And
Okay.
all the good Megas are strong against it, which makes it weak by proxy.
Such as?
Mega
Fill me in.
Gengar, Mega Dragonite,
Right.
Mega
Right.
Frostlass,
Right.
Mega Charizard,
Right. Oh yeah, it's the
right?
Pelipper. Yeah.
Just
It's
Pelipper
the
can Hurricane it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it now. Unfortunate because they gave him a new ability in Mega Soul,
Yeah,
right?
it's great. Like, it's super good on paper, but it gets killed by everything. So he's like, oh, so you're gonna lose every game until you find a match where, oh, Mega Meganium doesn't have a hard counter in this match, so it's probably gonna be really good. But the matches like that are very few.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I see.
And it's so slow and doesn't really enable any new comps because the Pokemon that were gonna be in the meta were gonna be good anyway. So it's like, can you beat Pokemon that beat these guys? And it's like, I guess I can pick a bunch of Mega counters, but then I'm just putting Mega Meganium there for fun at that point, you know?
But wouldn't you
As
think
I'm just
that,
picking Mega Gengar.
Wouldn't you think that having an ability that lets you act like if sun was up in a meta which is weather heavy is good?
It's good, but it doesn't change the weather. So it doesn't make any long-lasting changes to like the gameplay. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
because you can set up rain and never miss with hurricane.
you're just a big guy and you do big damage and you do good defense, but you don't do anything else. Which is the
Meganium,
issue.
big guy. Pence okay. What's wrong for like that?
Unfortunately, just being like a really big guy doesn't matter unless you're like fast, strong, and tanky.
Right, yeah. But consider
I think
this.
Dragonite's definitely on that end, where it's just
Yeah.
it's a big guy, but it's fast, strong, and tanky.
Yeah, but consider this. Meganium as a little lettuce feet.
Yeah, it does.
Can you put a picture of Meganium's feet on the
Maybe don't do that.
layout? Why not? Okay, remove the picture. Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah, thank you. No way.
Also, speaking of thank you, Kenny, you might not know about this, but my background right now is very capturing of the attention of the viewer. And if you're only listening to the podcast and not viewing the video, you might be missing out, right? Make sure to like the video and subscribe. Now that you're there. I didn't have a background ready, and yeah, I hope this is entertaining. If it's not, say thank you, Kenny, in the chat. But going back to the main task, thank you, Kenny. Going back to the main task or topic or whatever it's called. There are some characters in this game. Have you seen the characters?
Oh yeah, there are some new characters.
Yeah. I think their character design is very good. Very good. There's the farmer lady, which I think it's the first Pokemon character with a tattoo, if I recall correctly. Maybe some side character from, I don't know, Auras or something. I don't know. I think it's the first character with a tattoo. I may be
really?
wrong.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's not family friendly.
Why not?
I don't know.
Tattoos exist, you know?
What
then we
if
got
you're a child, like, hey, I want one of those, and you go into the black market and get one when you're like 3?
First of all, how are you going in the black market when you're 3? Secondly,
I just made that up.
what kind of tattoo are you getting at 3 years old?
A Pokemon?
You are actually right. That's a tattoo you could get at 3 and at 30.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. But then we have the buff Incineroar wrestler guy, which is amazing. Like, he's so good.
Yeah.
Then we have the I think it's the lead person of the stadium where Champions happens, which is the Hatterene lady. I have no clue what they're called, but they're all very good. And the last character I want to talk about is not the reception lady, not your main character, but the Rotom earpiece. What do you think about it?
The Rotom earpiece.
Yeah.
Man, Rotom's like their new mascot at this point.
Yeah, they're doing a new Rotom every single time.
Right. They really like Rotom.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. It's a very splashable character.
Yeah, right. You just put Rotom's face on some appliance, some shit. The thing I don't get is why are they making all the not real Rotom forms red instead of orange? That like pissed me off with the phone the first time. Aren't they too red to be Rotoms? I don't know.
They kind of just come up with their own rules at this point. It's fine.
It's almost like it's their IP, right?
Yeah, it's not our IP. We can't like tell them
Yeah, that would be a shame to like use their IP to make a non-profit game, right? Who would do that? Some bad people, I think. Yeah. I hope these champions changes, like what they did to PPs and to some numbers here and there. I heard Dark Claw was nerfed, stuff like that. Unseen Fist was nerfed. I hope those like start to trickle down into the fan game scene. But I don't really know if they make like a very competitive change, like making Protect, I don't know, 3 PPs, 5 PPs, right? And then like a random champions pack comes around that lowers the Protect PPs to like 5, and everybody uses it, right? I don't know if changes like that are healthy for a story game.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter in the story games. It definitely is going to be really good for competitive, especially in singles, I guess.
Yeah.
And doubles. Doubles is more important.
Doubles is the format for Worlds, right?
Yeah, it's more like Protect is going to be most commonly used.
Right.
But I don't think it'll be like too crazy because you're only gonna use Protect when you really need to. But you can get stalled out now.
Mine was an example. Yeah. Mine was mainly an example. For example, if I don't know, they make Flamethrower 30% accurate. I don't know. That's like a bollocks claim. If they make a change like that, you know, I would give Flamethrower to a Pokemon. But if it becomes like a very competitive move, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going on a useless tangent, but we have a podcast for that.
Pretty much.
Yeah. This can go in the opposite direction too. So I hope this will enable more people that are making a fan game to take more liberties with moves, and especially moves. Like if you don't like that, for example, champions lower the accuracy of whatever to 69% and you want to make it more precise, just make it more precise. Whatever.
It's kind of free realistic.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Especially if you're making like a story single player game. Oh, you don't want to make something broken? Just break it. Who cares? It's a single player game. Right?
I mean, that's a very big topic. A lot of people get really pissy about like making small changes like that to mainline, to like in single player RPGs for some reason.
Yeah, I think there is like a line to draw somewhere. But I don't think it's a very strict line.
I don't know. Some people can't tell the difference between like game design and just bad game design and like the developer like just what's the word?
I don't know.
Developer view?
You're the English-speaking person. I'm supposed to do.
I'm trying to say. It's like the way the developer wants to do something on purpose. You know? because
Okay.
everything has to be super comfy and easy and like ultra optimized, or else it's bad. You can't have troubles or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Unless you're making a game that's like $3 billion profit. I mean, $3 billion budget and it's super buggy and then it's missing a bunch of features and stuff and it's microtransactions.
I don't know
Something
what
like
game
that.
you're referring to.
That's different.
On a completely different note, this game was developed by ILCA. ILCA.
That's true.
That,
Yeah, it's okay.
to remind you, it's the people that made BTSP. Just to throw it out there. Not referring to anything in particular. Yeah, that was Champions. Was there anything else that we missed?
For Champions, not really. There's a lot to be talking about like the game itself and like where it's going and like
I was
like how the gameplay's going right now.
I was actually happy to see that at least all the bugs I've seen up until now are all just logic bugs. Like, oh, this move is not supposed to work like that, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see any graphical glitches, except I saw that if you launch the game while it's docked, it launches at handheld definition, and then you have to de-dock it and re-dock it to switch it to full resolution. It's not like game breaking, but at least your character is not like snapping bones and twisting like a monstrosity like Scarlet and Violet did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not the only game that was released this week. Actually, we wanted to talk about some fangame related topics because, and I'm looking directly on our friends at Pokemon Fangame News because it's easier than taking notes. Thank you, Haunted Ditto, friend of the channel. Go follow Pokemon Fangame News. Great. They're great. So, going from the latest post, I think the things that we can talk about, there is a TTRPG, a print and play board game. It's not a TTRPG, it's just a board game. A print and play board game that is getting an English translation. It's called Champion's Journey. And I'm reading some comments and I think it's pretty fun. I haven't played it myself, but if you are a print and play tabletop guy, go for it. Tell us how it is. Maybe we'll play it.
Is there a tabletop simulator version of it?
I think there is, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Then on the more classical RPG Maker games, we have Pokemon Arsyncronia Volume 1 has released. If you made this game and you're watching this podcast episode, tell me specifically, why am I in the credits? Like, what did I do? I want to see, I want to play your game and say, oh yeah, that one is, I don't know, that sprite is mine, that UI is mine, but I couldn't find it. I need to play more, but it's a Gen 3 game. It feels like very story-based, like story-heavy. Heavy teams.
Reborn.
Yeah, it's a Reborn-looking game.
It's Reborn-like.
Yeah. It's a game focused on double battles. If you go into the battle scene, and has a bunch of quality of life features that we see in a lot of fan games right now, but not to like write them off, of course. Which is pretty good, yeah. Scrolling past that, we have news from Lethalmon, which is releasing on May the 20th. I am not a big Lethal Company guy. I did not play I think there was a demo or something of this Littlemon, and I heard it was good, but I personally didn't play it. When it's releasing on May 20th, I'll give it a shot. Maybe we'll stream it too. I don't know. It's looking, yeah.
It's like Lethal Company?
It's Lethal Company, yeah. Have you ever played that
That's kind
game?
of funny. Yes, I have. I played Endless and Wilcyon and Kenny like one time.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Lethal Company and Pokemon in the same basket. I'll give it a try, sure. Why not? Yes. In May, in the 2nd of May, there's another game I'm very excited for, which is Pokemon Void. It is a game that has a YouTuber backing it, like feeding designs and whatnot.
Okay.
That's Pokemon Fillers. If you heard that, I'm sure you've seen some shorts or something. But basically, they're adding the Cosmic and Light type, and
Yes, finally.
I'm legally obligated to spam it just because they're using my animation plugin.
Nice.
Sorry. They have a custom mechanic where you can switch your ability mid-battle. And they just released like a video talking about their corrupted Pokemon. I'm not sure what they're all about, but the battle gimmick is that when they use the ability switching mechanic, they activate 3 abilities at a time, which is something you can also do in the hit game Tower of Ashes. So I'm pretty excited to give it a try. Other than that, it's a Gen 4 style game, and the sprite work is looking very good, honestly. Sprite work and UI work are looking pretty good. I will definitely play this, and I'll talk about this when it comes out on May 2nd, which is crazy fast. Like, they're developing this thing super fast. Damn. And yeah, right. A couple of April Fools things aside, I think that was it for May. And by May I mean April. So yeah, that was all the fangame news. Just speeding through them real quick. Did you have something to talk about this fangames?
Mostly, not really. Mostly, I have been paying attention to champion stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of like where the majority of where I was really filling in.
Nice.
I got a lot to talk about in that, but we can move it to another time. It's okay.
Right. As I said a couple times before, in the past like 3 months, the 100 streak jam is coming to a close in like a week. So if you've participated in the 100 streak jam, good job. That was a lot of fun and helped me at least pump out content and make sprites and make like work on stuff. That was pretty helpful, I think. And I have no clue when it's gonna happen again, like a second one. But if you're interested in having like not even going for the full 100 days, but just even in little sprees or of like weeks, having like to focus on stuff, it's been a pretty good exercise. Right now, I don't know, I'm on day 93, I think.
Day 93.
Yeah, day
Nice.
93 out of 100. Coming up to the big hundo. Yeah.
Nice.
There's like
Okay.
9 or 10 people that never broke the streak. I did fall asleep at the computer once, and I did post like at midnight 30, I think, US time. But otherwise, I never broke the streak. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the next installment of this jam brings us, because I've been looking at other people's stuff that I worked on in these 3 months, and I've seen pretty good stuff. Yeah. pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see where everything goes from here.
Yeah. Another mini topic I wanted to just bring up, just because we are EV Expo people. Hashtag we are EV Expo people. Comment hashtag we are EV Expo people if you're an EV Expo person. So
Yeah, hashtag EV Expo.
this 2026 is being flying. Like, I don't even know how we are in April already.
Yeah, already on April, right?
Yeah, right? That's kind of crazy.
Kind of wild.
There is another thing coming up. You know that, right? It's the EV Expo Game Jam for 2025.
Oh yeah, back in June. Yeah.
Exactly. It's coming in June.
June, July, and August.
Yep.
It's always on the same time every single year. June
Yep.
6th to August 10th-ish. Try not to hurt yourself trying to make a game. But definitely it's time to start planning. If you're thinking about it, it'd be fun.
Absolutely. Last year and the year prior, I participated in the jam, and a lot of games came out of that jam that I liked, and a lot of people, a lot of good people, a lot of good devs, a lot of new devs hopping in. The game jam is the perfect time to try out your skills on RPG Maker, or really whatever. If you're skilled in Unity, just bring a Unity game. If you're skilled in RPG Paper Maker, bring an RPG Paper Maker game. You're better at making print and play tabletop games. Make a print and play tabletop games. Every kind of game is welcome in the EV Expo Game Jam 2025. Sponsored. Not really. The sponsors of today's video is EV Expo Game Jam 2026. Not 5.
We're not even there yet.
Damn. Damn. Are you planning on making something for this game jam? Because I'm already
it's a lot of
thinking.
people that are like eyeing my participation.
I see 34 people are interested in the game jam. I see a lot of strong contenders. I see a bunch of new names actually. I don't think I've seen them before. This Ranko Ruru. I don't know what that is. It must be a new user. Yeah. Kenny Catches. Who's that? It's a rookie, right? I think they just joined.
Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, that was kind of it for fangame news. Is that anything else you want to say about champions? I see you're very passionate about it, so I'll let you go freestyle on it. Funky style, whatever.
I'm kind of hoping it gets better. I guess it's kind of been a rough spot, but like it's kind of all we got. So maybe that's all everyone's gonna use, unfortunately. You know?
Yeah, I'm kind of dreading the Worlds
It's the
event.
official VTC. It's all you got.
Like big events being stopped because a bug occurred or something went wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they even have the technology to stop a game, maybe rewind it like they do in League of Legends?
No idea. But if it does happen, it'd be like really bad.
Really bad. Yeah. I have serious doubts they have the technology to like stop a
Yeah, what
game.
happens? They kind of just let it rock. And whoever wins, wins. Whoever loses, loses. And then they complain about it. And then next year to do it again.
Ooh! No, I do have something to talk about right now. Did you see this past weekend events? Especially the disqualifications that happened?
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
Oh my god.
I watched one game. It was
so funny, actually, to me.
the girl on Grimslar. I forget her name. So basically, there were two people, a Grimslar player and a Gardevoir player, and basically the Gardevoir player only needed to put a Munkidori on the bench. So he either needed to draw Munkidori for turn or draw a card that searches for a Pokemon like Munkidori. He drew Ultra Ball, which lets you search a Pokemon from your deck by discarding 2 cards. He places the Ultra Ball and 2 cards on the field and goes bonkers. Like, he just won a super tense game. Like, the stakes were high, right?
Yeah.
He popped off, right? So he threw the headset on the table, and he went, "Yeah, yay!" And the opponent, rightfully so, understood that a Munkidori in play, Munkidori moves like 30 damage from your board to the opponent's board. So that 30 damage was the only thing that the opponent needed to win. So that was fine. Like, everybody accepted it. Like, everybody knew that he just won the game. And the commentators also said, "Oh yeah, that gets the Munkidori and wins the game. That's crazy. Wow." And then, like, a couple seconds after, the judges call him. They make him sit again, put his headphones on, actually look for Munkidori, put it into play, assign the Darkness Energy, move 30 damage, move 30 damage, move 30 damage, attack, and win the game. Like, he didn't perform all the actions to complete the game, and they give him a game loss. Like, he won the game, but since he cheered too much, he was too, like, loud or whatever.
Popped off.
He popped off. Like,
We had... It's funny because we used to be there at Pokken, when it was Pokken time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a fighting game. So, like, people pop off in that game, like, literally all the time.
Yeah, of course. It's a tournament. If you win on a
Yeah.
tournament... If I win on a tournament, I will also pop off like that. Like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
day
You get
2
excited.
of a very high-stakes tournament. You've been there all day. You win a very stressful game on game 3. So that means you won, you lose, and you have to win a game to win the set. Best of 3. And of course you're gonna pop off. But the thing is, what baffles me is not only that everybody pops off like that and nobody has ever been disqualified for this specific reason, but in the same day, on the Pokemon Go finals, I think, there was this Pokemon Go match. I'm not a very highly skilled Pokemon Go player, but I do know how to play. I've been playing since release, but not that competitively. So this guy wins and then goes, "Yeah," like, throws his fist in the air and goes, disqualified.
Minor. It's so silly.
Well, what do you
I've seen
mean?
the craziest freaking... It's so different. I don't know.
He didn't even, like, pop off like the other guy. He just went, "Yeah, I'm a sausage."
Internationals and, like, the worlds where I was at, when Pokemon players win in those games, they go absolutely freaking crazy.
Yeah, like, they're supposed to.
Like, I don't know, in fighting games it's just very different. But I know that they did get upset about it a few times. I do remember that. Like, when people jump up on the stage or whatever.
Yeah, and
Because they won.
it can definitely get out of hand pretty quickly, I think.
Oh, yeah. We had to... Oh, my God. If you're at Worlds 2022 in London, with Pokken being in the corner, and you could literally hear them from across the entire venue when someone wins, they yelled out loud.
That's crazy.
It's so funny. I think it's really funny.
Yeah. Not so
Just
much for the
completely don't vibe
players,
anymore.
though.
Yeah, especially when I start forfeiting people. I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's a little strict, you know.
Yeah,
Not
right.
warn people for that. You can give them a
I'm
warning.
I'm going to big tournaments next month and stuff. So
Yeah,
I'll
just don't pop
be
off too hard.
yeah, right. I'll be sure to make to do like TCG live emotes. You know?
Yeah. Socially acceptable pop off.
Yeah, right. I'm like smile, thumbs up. Thumbs down. Are those acceptable?
Exactly.
They give me an insta loss if I do it.
Definitely.
What if I communicate only with TCG live emotes? If I get
That
a
sounds about right.
yeah, right. I think those have to be acceptable. I'm not popping off, guys.
It's the only thing you're allowed to do.
If it's the only thing I'm allowed to do, then I'm gonna do only that. Yeah, that was my extra topic. I was kind of forgetting to talk about it, and I also wrote it down to talk about this thing during this episode. Was there anything else? Papunga.
Yeah, Pokopia.
Viewers, listeners, if you know who Papunga is, write it in the comments. Write a Papunga in the comments just to let us know.
Yeah, any Papunga fans in the chat.
Yeah, Papunga is my favorite Pokemon. I'll bring a Papunga plushie to my next tournament.
Really nice.
Yeah, of course. I will be Papungaing so bad. Ooh. So bad.
Cool.
Alright. Papungers and Papungis in chat. That was Maz and Ranko on episode 95. Was it 95? Let me check again. It was 95. I'm so strong. That was us on episode 95 of the Hisui podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I think we'll see you next time. All right? Make sure to like and subscribe and do all those things. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.